Since the day I was born, my family made lawyers and engineers and doctors, but not a single song about, say, a lover waiting in the foyer, or a book about three kids fighting an evil being, or a painting of Jesus with his favorite group of people. And my cousin, who's got his life planned out by his mother, took me to his room on another day. And I didn't see a single biology book, but I saw Keats, and I saw a journal full of poetry he wrote, which he let me read. His play with words had the hairs on my neck rise to catch a glimpse of the act that created rivers and oceans and universes and galaxies with just words on a pen. And I swear, God didn't seem all-powerful in that moment. And my friend says she wants to be a surgeon, but whenever we have a chemistry test, she's crying, and she thinks she's dumb, but the way she paints, my God, Da Vinci would be stunned, because I've watched her eyes glisten as she dips her paint into her favorite color, and I've watched her swipe it across the page like I swipe the hair off of my face, except I'm careless, and she's careful, like she's playing an instrument, and the sound is the prettiest thing your ears have ever laid their eyes on. So if you remember anything at all from today, let it be what I have to say next. Which is that I see a potential artist hiding behind accounting, and maybe you'll always be hiding, but the paintings in your room are lovely, and they always will be. And I see you writers up at night, secretly enjoying the spoken word we've gotten to write, but when anyone asks you about your future, you say you don't know what you want to do because chemistry doesn't make sense to you, but that story you wrote about a little princess, it was great. And understand why the singers never open their mouths, but on the rare occasion that they do, what comes out could make flowers bloom, and the hound forget about his love for killing, and instead find a newfound love in the sound that is filling the silence. And it's okay if computer tech is hard for you, because I heard the recordings you were playing in the back of the room, and they were lovely. People will tell you these aren't real professions, but can you imagine a world without musical connections and Michael Jackson's Moonwalk and your favorite song playing on your phone while you sit by the lake under the light of the moon and the music understands you better than anyone you've ever known, and suddenly all alone at night you don't feel lonely? And can you imagine a world without Starry Night, an inspiration to people battling their minds who think they're untalented and incapable of creating pretty things, but Van Gogh is still admired for his little painting? And can you imagine a world without Disney movies? That's right, folks, an artist made Mickey. And they still have the nerve to say a paintbrush and color pencil won't get you a decent pay. I guess that's why Mona Lisa smiles her $1 million smile. Literally. And God, can you imagine a universe where Harry doesn't save the wizarding world? A universe without a skinny little boy, a little ginger boy, and a bossy little girl? And can you imagine if Little Red Riding Hood never took a stroll in the woods? How would have parents put their children to bed without these books? And what if Willy Wonka never invited Charlie into his factory? Charlie's family would still be getting on poorly, and there would be nothing to talk about at the dinner table. In conclusion, doctors might fix your physical issues and accountants might pay your bills, but an artist will draw you in your favorite outfits, and you'll admire her work and learn to admire yourself because you were the inspiration behind her picking up her pen again. And a writer will talk about you in ways that will fill the holes in your heart and suck the self-loathing out of you, and it will vanish with every word he writes, and the absurdity of it all will keep you up at night, and you'll think, oh, maybe I don't look so bad in those pink tights that he mentioned in his poetry. And the singer will sing songs that will sneak into your veins and put your broken pieces back together again, and she'll put you to sleep with nursery rhymes you're really too old to like, but anything that comes out of her mouth is a delight to hear. So if I ask you what you want to be, and you look at your toes not knowing what to say, please be honest, even if your heart says you want to fly an airplane. And I get it, your mom wants you to be a doctor, but the thing is, I never asked your mom.